The responsibility of MTPA, mainly, in fact, 70% of the responsibility of MTPA is on biodiversity conservation. Tourism is an attachment to the protection of our nature. So those who come solely to see what we are conserving, and we call them tourists. So without conserving, you will not have tourists. So that's the main responsibility, and I think I agree with you, Mr. Mahlangu, that if you are saying we are supporting you in wildlife protection, you are in actual fact supporting the core of the existence of Mpumalanga Tourism and Parks agents. We have gathered here on one purpose. One, to intensify our relationship with Usaid, WWF, to ensure that we continue with biodiversity conservation. We have seen a lot of wildlife crimes that are taking place, part of it being trafficking, poaching, and many other ill activities that are taking place in our conservation spaces. We are determined to fight and combat this wildlife crime. So the support and the assistance that we are getting from WWF for nature as well as USAID is the support that we so require.
Importance of partnerships, importance of community, importance of working together. That's really what the Keta program is about. It's about building those linkages and partnerships. Capella will tell you that one of the problems with the Keta program was that we took so long to get started. We were very, very slow in the beginning. Other programs were racing ahead with their work plans, and ours was taking time and time. Why was that? Number one reason why that was, because we recognized right from the beginning the importance of building partnerships. And part of that is to build trust. You cannot do things unless people trust each other. And it takes a long time to build trust sometimes, and to build that partnership. You have to meet with people. You have to shake hands. You have to talk. You have to go and see things. The second pillar of our program is the one which is represented here today with the equipment being supplied to your agency. And that is improving the capacity of your organizations, the enforcement agencies, the rangers, making sure that when it comes to law enforcement we have better prosecutions, that there's sufficient education and training within the NPA and the judges and magistrates. But there's also in skills, improving the skills and the ability of rangers to undertake the work that you have to do, which is very important work, and making it possible for you to undertake your field work by having the right kind of equipment, adequate equipment supplied to you to engage in that. It's another form of partnership.
Thina singama-field rangers Mthethomusha besithanda kodlulisa kubonga esikwendelwe ngibaba ka-WWF nangibaba ka-Usaid.
We, the field rangers from Mthethomusha, like to thank what WWF and USAID has done for us.
Nathi besimehlwana kuthi sivile kuthi WWF utasendela lokungathi kunqonywana utasenda ukuthi sisebenze kodwa sabuka isikhathi sithi lesikhathi ngathi sesithe kakhulu ngihlala ngihlupha kakhulu ngoba sibami ubabuda uthi nje kusaqhubeka lesakuba sakubona na
Yeah, we heard that WWF and Usaid are contributing something that will help us do our work better. It took long such that we lost patience.
Kungawa ama-field ranger abonakala ukuthi atinikela emsebenzini wawo kodwa ngetizathu ukuthi tindlu tabo tekusebenta tiyabashodela kubonakala ngathi umsebenzi wabo abawendi kahle kodwa siyathembisa singema-field ranger aka-MTPA ngaphasi kwemthethomusha ukuthi nyalo sokutaba ngetulu kwalokhu besikwenda ngoba nyalo i-load shedding sikabe sesibede manje abo bataba bakhona igezi yabo baphelele bangama-field ranger kude umuntu atathi angakhona ukupheka angakhona ukwenda njani ukuze sivikele imvelo lekhona emthethomusha.
The field rangers did not have the necessary equipments and tools to carry out their work, and as a result their commitment and dedication to the work were in doubt. Now that everything has been given to them, they have the equipment which will allow them to work even at night, during the day, in dry areas and so forth. They will be able to carry their work, and their performance will show that they are dedicated field ranger corps.
The South African government has released the latest poaching statistics for 2022, and it shows a devastating number of 451 rhinos that were killed by poachers between January and December 2021. This is the first time in 6 years that we experienced such a huge increase of poaching incidents in the country. This is a worrying change. We sincerely hope that it is not a marker for what is still to come. Thankfully, 451 remains more than 20% lower than in 2019, showing that the overall trend in the poaching is a continued decline, and that the COVID-19 pandemic likely had a major impact on the 2020 poaching stats. Rangers are like guardians of our planet's most precious natural assets, and it's unnerving to think that every day they go to work, their lives are at risk as a result of human greed, cruelty, and desperate agendas. Without solid protection, proper law enforcement, and a strong support network for those unsung heroes and heroines of the conservation, our effort to protect wildlife is a lost cause. Any conservation action should start with supporting those that put their lives on the line to protect it every day. They are the thin green line between greediness and natural heritage protection. The field rangers risk their lives every day at the forefront of conservation, while some exposed to hazardous environment conditions such as fires, floods, and dangerous animals. Others are targeted because they stand up to the poachers, drug warriors, smuggling, and other wildlife criminal activities in and around protected areas.